Hey everybody, welcome back to Cruise Blog. It's Allie, and today we're going to be going through the ultimate Carnival Cruise guide. We'll be discussing the cruise line's ships, the food on board, and so much more. Let's get into it. Carnival Cruise Line currently operates 29 ships across its fleet. The vast majority of the ships sail from North America, visiting ports in the Caribbean, Mexico, Alaska, and Bermuda. In general, Carnival ships are smaller than competitors, and most would be categorized as mid-size. For many years, Carnival built modestly sized vessels that packed a lot of fun, but not much innovation. The cruise line kept a similar design across many of its ship classes, unlike other competitors in the industry. New ship classes featured slightly bigger designs with many similarities across the board. While other cruise lines aimed for innovation and advancement, Carnival stuck with its tried-and-true ship designs. That all changed with the debut of the Excel class ships with Mardi Gras, Carnival Celebration, and Carnival Jubilee. Carnival went big with this new ship class, building vessels 40% bigger than anything else in the fleet. Carnival has officially joined the mega ship category in the cruise industry now, with these vessels holding around 5,400 passengers. When looking at the biggest cruise ships in the world, only the Excel class makes the top 50 list. These massive vessels clock in around 180,000 tons, which is notably bigger than any other ship class in the fleet. In 2022, Carnival also acquired two ships from Costa Cruises, including Carnival Venezia and Carnival Firenze. Both of these have an Italian flair of cruising, as the ships were built for a European market for sister brand Costa Cruises. Overall, there are 9 ship classes in Carnival's fleet, including Fantasy, Spirit, Conquest, Splendor, Dream, Sunshine, Venice, Vista, and Excel class. Now let's do a quick overview of Carnival's itineraries and destinations. If you're looking to take a Carnival cruise, you will more than likely be sailing from North America. The cruise line aims to attract mostly Americans, although you can find Carnival ships sailing around the world. Because Carnival strives to be the most affordable cruise line, the cruise line's strategy revolves around guests arriving at the port by car rather than plane. This aligns with the company's goal to attract budget cruisers. The most popular destinations on Carnival include itineraries to the Caribbean, Mexico, and the Bahamas. If you want a more unique itinerary, you could consider a Carnival Journey sailing. These are a limited series of cruises that focus on longer itineraries to impressive worldwide destinations. You can book sailings to incredible ports in Japan, the Philippines, Bali, Australia, New Zealand, and Vietnam. In general, you won't find as many European cruises on Carnival. There aren't as many ship or itinerary options as competitors like Royal Caribbean or Norwegian. Next, let's talk about the cabins available on Carnival Cruise Line. Because of Carnival's focus on being budget-friendly, you might not find as many stateroom and suite options as you'd find with other cruise lines. Those looking for top-of-the-line Carnival suite experiences will want to cruise on an Excel class ship, which has 180 suites on board and multiple different tiers of suites. However, most of Carnival's ships have a relatively low number of suites available. All Carnival ships will offer inside cabins, outside ocean view cabins, balcony staterooms, and suites. What Carnival lacks in suites, though, it will make up for in balcony categories. Throughout the fleet, you can find upwards of 18 different balcony staterooms. For example, families can book a Family Harbor balcony cabin and receive special access to the Family Harbor Lounge, which serves up all of your kids' favorite meals. You can also book a Cloud 9 Spa balcony, which is conveniently located next to the Cloud 9 Spa, where guests receive access to the thermal spa throughout their cruise. Another specialty cabin to consider would be the Havana stateroom, which is located near the Latin-themed Havana bar on board. Guests have access to an exclusive sun deck and pool in the Havana area as well. Note that Carnival's older ships, especially in the Fantasy class, have very few balconies. If you want to have a private veranda, you'd be better booking one of the coveted balconies as quickly as you can. Cabins are comfortable and functional, especially on newer vessels. The newer ships feature light woodwork with hues of blue and cream throughout, while older ships have darker woodwork. The most impressive aspect of Carnival's newest ships, for me, was the bathroom design with an extremely spacious shower. Next, let's talk about Carnival's food. Carnival Cruise Line has some of the best complimentary food in the industry. While you can also splurge on specialty dining for an upcharge, Carnival ships have an impressive amount of quick casual restaurants. Every Carnival cruise ship will have a main dining room included in the cruise fare, which serves sit-down meals for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. For dinner, you'll either be assigned a traditional dining time, or you will be able to request a table using Carnival's app for the Your Time dining. You will not want to miss out on the Sea Day brunch either, which is one of Carnival's signature dining options only available on sea days. Carnival ships will also feature a buffet with food served cafeteria style called the Lido Marketplace. This is easily accessible for all meals. Where Carnival really shines though is with its quick casual dining options, with some of the best poolside eateries you can find at sea. Even better, these are all complimentary. In my opinion, Shaq's Big Chicken rivals Chick-fil-A with crispy chicken tenders and sandwiches with a nice selection of homemade dipping sauces. It also serves breakfast sandwiches, which I love in the morning. On the other hand, Guy's Burger Joint serves up juicy, freshly made burgers. You can build your own burger or order from the set menu, and all burgers are served with well-seasoned fries. Another very popular complimentary option is Blue Iguana Cantina. This poolside venue has tacos and burritos available throughout the day with breakfast offerings in the morning. Carnival is also known for its pizza, which is available nearly all hours of the day. You can request a freshly made personal pizza or grab a slice whenever you feel. Another excellent option is the panini shop on board, where you can get a better than Subway sandwich made to order. Newer ships also feature another dining option from Guy Fieri called Guy's Pig and Anchor Smokehouse. Barbecue entrees are served for lunch buffet style and dinner with a sit-down meal, and the meats are smoked right on board. The smokehouse is right next to Guy's Brewhouse, which is the ship's very own brewery on board. The brewery also makes its very own beers, which is pretty rare to find on a cruise ship. Other dining options include Chibang, which is an Asian-Mexican restaurant with 2 separate menus for each cuisine, and Cucina del Capitano, which is an Italian specialty restaurant. Those looking for a more upscale dining experience can try out Carnival's signature steakhouse, Fahrenheit 555. Although this was not my favorite place to dine on Carnival, many seem to rave about this steakhouse. Other specialty options include Bonsai Sushi and Teppanyaki, along with Gigi Asian Kitchen. Newer ships will also feature Rudy's Seafood specialty dining as well. Carnival's food continuously surprises us, especially for the prices of their cruises. The food is generally more grubby and greasy than you might find on other cruise lines, although you can also find healthier options. Also, make sure you don't forget to try Carnival's famous chocolate melting cake. It's available each night in the dining room and is the best chocolate cake at sea. Now let's go over Carnival's entertainment. There is always something happening on a Carnival cruise ship, whether you're hitting the casino, attending a playlist production show, singing tunes at karaoke, or visiting the comedy club each night. You'll find plenty of things to keep you busy when it comes to entertainment. Carnival's production shows are not as long or over the top as you might find on competitor cruise lines like Royal Caribbean. Most shows are only 30 minutes long, which allows you to bop around to multiple events, activities, and shows throughout the night. The exception to this does come on the new Excel class ships. The biggest vessels have more space allocated to entertainment, with multiple theaters for productions to take place. Excel class ships have the highest quality entertainment shows in the fleet, and I would say some that rival other cruise lines. With acrobatics, cutting-edge technology, singing, and dancing, you will certainly enjoy all of the Excel class entertainment. The rest of Carnival's fleet keeps entertainment pretty simple. You'll find the production shows are enjoyable to watch, but nothing to write home about. The entertainment is always lively, fun, and upbeat. Carnival is also famous for having daily comedy shows in its famed Punchliner Comedy Club. You can find the comedy club on board every Carnival ship, although it might be a versatile lounge rather than a dedicated venue. In fact, Carnival is one of the biggest employers of comedians in the world. You can attend daily shows during your cruise, with some meant just for adults and others for all ages with family-friendly content. If you're sailing on an Excel class ship, you should arrive early for any show taking place in the center stage venue. This innovative venue, which spans over 3 decks in the atrium, lacks seating options. Many will wait in line just to grab a seat for the main shows, and it can get heated with people vying for seats. Now let's talk about some of the onboard activities. In addition to the production entertainment shows, some of Carnival's signature entertainment comes from its unique game show offerings. The cruise line has exclusive deals to host Deal or No Deal shows on board, along with Family Feud. These interactive shows are a hoot, so be sure you do not miss them. If you don't mind the spotlight, you could also try getting on stage yourself for one of these rowdy activities. Whether you want to take the stage and sing karaoke yourself or attend the Piano Man Bar, you can sing your heart out all evening on board a Carnival cruise. Both of these offerings are very popular activities for Carnival cruisers, with karaoke being one of the main events to do each night. Those who prefer spending their evenings at the slot machines or playing poker can enjoy Carnival's onboard casinos. Every Carnival ship has a casino on board, and it's a busy place at all hours of the night. Live music is also common to find in the evenings on board your Carnival cruise. It's not unusual to see live bands performing in the onboard lounge and bar. This can make for an enjoyable happy hour with a pre-dinner cocktail. Carnival Kitchen is another unique activity on board. This onboard facility allows guests to book cooking classes, which cost anywhere from $30 to $60 each, and classes range from 1 to 2 hours. You can learn how to make Carnival's signature pizza or chocolate melting cake, along with plenty of other classes in the state-of-the-art kitchen. In our experiences, these classes book up quickly before you even get on board, so if you're considering a cooking class, be sure to reserve your spot as soon as possible. Now let's talk about Carnival's onboard thrills and attractions. Carnival's top deck is jam-packed with onboard thrills and attractions, all aimed for your entire family to enjoy. Those looking for some relaxation by the pool can snag one of the many loungers on the pool deck, while adults can retreat to the child-free Serenity on board, which has even more space to relax. If you want a rush of adrenaline, head to the aft of your Carnival cruise ship and see all the fun attractions and thrills. Most Carnival ships feature a water park called Waterworks with multiple water slides. You might think that these are just for kids, but even I found the slides to get my adrenaline pumping. You can also venture around the top deck on an obstacle course called the Sky Course. This complimentary ropes course is a really fun obstacle course that has little zip lines, challenging traverses, and suspended bridges. Guests of all ages love to do these courses. Those wanting to stay active can enjoy a walking path around Carnival's top deck, while basketball and volleyball lovers will also love the sports court available on most of Carnival's ships. You can find organized games as well as plenty of other guests playing pickup games too. One of the most notable attractions from Carnival's newest ships is Bolt, the ultimate sea coaster. Adrenaline junkies will not want to miss the unique opportunity to soar above the top deck on these two-person riders. For $15, you can take 2 quick laps around the coaster track. Now let's talk about Carnival's loyalty programs. Like all major cruise lines, Carnival Cruise Line rewards loyal cruisers to the brand through its VIFP Club. VIFP stands for Very Important Fun Person Club. However, the VIFP Club is being replaced by a brand new Carnival Rewards program in June 2026. Carnival Rewards is a first-of-its-kind points-based system that lets guests accumulate both Carnival Rewards points that can be redeemed on Carnival purchases and status qualifying stars that will determine a guest tier status. With Carnival's VIFP Club, loyalty is determined based on how many nights a passenger has spent on Carnival's ships. That will no longer be true with Carnival Rewards. The new rewards tiers are as follows, with red upon sign-up, gold from 10,000 stars, platinum from 50,000 stars, and diamond from 100,000 stars. Points can be redeemed for nearly any Carnival product or service like spa treatments, specialty dining, shore excursions, and even future cruises. Moreover, status is earned over 2 years and expires if not retained. And now let's look at the cost of a Carnival cruise. Carnival's entire brand is centered around offering affordable cruise fares for families. The cruise line also offers a lot of short weekend sailings, which also help cruisers keep costs down. Most of Carnival's sailings are cheaper than competitors because it's tough to beat Carnival on price unless you sail during spring break. During this time, you can find higher prices due to demand, and Carnival is known as the party ship, so college students want to party during spring break. You can expect to spend less than $150 per person per day on Carnival ships for an interior cabin. Some sailings might be slightly more or less than this amount though. If you splurge on a higher end cabin like a balcony or suite, you can expect to spend closer to $200 per person per day. Most 7-night cruises on Carnival for 2 people in an inside cabin will be priced anywhere from $1,200 to $3,000. Shorter sailings for 4 nights are priced around $500 to $700 for an inside cabin. Pricing is dynamic on Carnival though, so sailing during shoulder season, such as the months of September through December, can be priced lower. Last-minute bookings can also provide cheap fares, although this isn't always true. Many suggest booking cruises as far in advance as possible to lock in the best price and stateroom selection. You can book directly with Carnival on the cruise line's website, or you can book through a travel agent. In addition, here are some helpful tidbits that you'll want to know before boarding your Carnival cruise, especially if you're a first-timer. First, confirm the boarding documents necessary for sailing. It's best to have a valid passport with at least 6 months of validity, although Carnival does allow U.S. citizens to board round-trip sailings that leave and return from the U.S. to board with alternative identifying documents. If you don't have a passport, you'll need an official copy of your birth certificate and a driver's license, or some other government ID card. You might also be required to bring any marriage or divorce licenses, so it's best to consult Carnival's website before ditching your passport. International departure ports will require a valid passport. In addition, you will want to purchase Carnival's Wi-Fi if you are someone who wants access. Carnival's onboard internet is not free. The speed and reliability of Carnival ships have been impressive in my experience, although it's still slower than on-land speeds. You will need to purchase an internet plan for your sailing if you want access during your cruise. It's best to pre-purchase your internet package for your Carnival cruise to save up to 15%, but you can also pay on board. Carnival also offers drink packages. If you plan to drink frequently on your Carnival cruise, you might want to consider booking Carnival's cheer package. Your cruise fare will only include basic beverages like water, coffee, tea, lemonade, and milk, so those wanting alcohol will either need to pay for each drink on board or purchase the Cheers drink package. With the drink package, you can indulge in a fixed number of alcoholic beverages every day of your cruise. This means you don't need to worry about racking up a bill with each cocktail purchase. The Cheers drink package is the only drink package that includes alcoholic drinks, and you're limited to 15 alcoholic drinks per day. You receive unlimited drinks of soda, specialty coffee, and energy drinks though. Currently, the Cheers drink package starts around $88 per person per day, including gratuities. However, if you purchase in advance, you can save 10% on the package, bringing the daily cost down to $82.54 per day. All guests who are 21 years or older in your stateroom must have the drink package, meaning you can't purchase the package for just one guest in your stateroom if others are of legal drinking age. The drink package can save you money if you plan to drink frequently during your cruise, especially if higher-end cocktails, liquor, and spirits are your go-to. Those who want a daily cocktail are better off purchasing a la carte. Also, let's talk about gratuities. Gratuities are charged each day on board Carnival's cruises for every person in your cabin. These can be prepaid before boarding your cruise or can be charged daily during your sailing. The current rate as of October 2025 is $16 per person per day in standard cabins, while suite guests will be charged $18 per person. Now let's talk about Camp Ocean at Carnival's Kids Club. Carnival is very family focused, so it only makes sense that the cruise line has a renowned childcare program. For kids starting as young as 2 years old, the cruise line has extensive programming called Camp Ocean for kids and teens up to age 17. The program splits children into age groups with sharks age 9 to 11, stingrays age 6 to 8, and penguins age 2 to 5. Turtles are considered children between 6 months and 2 years old. Everything is supervised and hosted by Carnival's trained youth staff. In these age groups, Camp Ocean has age-appropriate activities like arts and crafts to dance parties, story time, sensory activities, movies, science projects, video games, and more. If you're looking to enjoy adult-only time, whether late on board or ashore in port, you can also leave your kids in Camp Ocean. For a fee, counselors will take care of your children while you have some kid-free time. Free programming is available until 10 p.m. on board. Once this commences, the slumber party style of Night Owls begins with counselors transforming Camp Ocean into the ultimate late night party with snacks, games, and movies. Currently, it costs $8.85 per hour, including an 18% service charge. Teens age 15 and 17 and tweens between age 12 and 14 also have their own dedicated space on board, and they are free to come and go as they please without any sign-ins. Tweens can enjoy the Circle C Space Lounge exclusively for guests of similar age. There are also plenty of video games, movies, and music taking place here. Older teens can also gather in the Club O2 on board Carnival ships. This is for the oldest age group and includes karaoke, activities, music, and dancing. Carnival's website even states that Club O2 hosts the cruise line's version of prom. All kids and teens need to be registered by their parents or guardians. It's best to do this on the first day on board so that your children have the opportunity to visit Camp Ocean, Circle C, or Club O2 throughout the cruise. And finally, let's talk about the onboard vibe of a Carnival cruise. Don't board a Carnival cruise ship and expect anything to be upscale or fancy. Carnival ships are all about fun and providing a laid-back environment. It is a party most of the time from the minute you step on board. In fact, you probably should head straight to the sail away party because that will be your first taste of the party atmosphere. For the price you pay, Carnival offers a great value for cruisers of all ages, but especially for families. Camp Ocean is an excellent resource for families to take advantage of. Dining might feel more like fast food than you'd find on other cruise lines, but that doesn't mean it isn't delicious. In fact, I think other cruise lines can take note of Carnival's approach to dining with fantastic eateries serving quick poolside grub. This keeps the atmosphere feeling very casual, which aligns perfectly with Carnival's branding. Regardless, there will be no shortage of fun on your Carnival cruise, but it's not a luxury cruise product. Carnival's onboard vibe can be flashy and fast-paced. It's the best cruise line, though, for those looking to save money without sacrificing fun. So be sure to let loose and don't forget to try the chocolate melting cake for me. All right, everybody, that is all we have for today. Thanks for tuning in to Cruise Blog, and be sure and like and subscribe so that you can be notified every time we have a new video. Until next time, this has been Allie, and happy cruising.